everyone, so today I'm doing something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time, but I've kind of been putting it off because I'm a little bit nervous about it, and that is pennyboarding. It's basically like a type of skateboarding, and so I used to pennyboard when I was like a teenager, and I've kind of been looking at it in storage for a while, and so I've kind of been like thinking about trying to learn how to pennyboard again. But yeah, I'm nervous for a couple of reasons, and I'm nervous about getting injured because I'm obviously a lot older than I was when I first was pennyboarding when I was 16. I'm 26 now. Hopefully my attempts are successful. It's been a while. I'm still trying to figure out how to balance properly on it. I think that's the big thing, especially if you haven't been on a board for a while. I'm kind of struggling with that, but I think it will get better as I practice a little bit more. I would like to take it out maybe like a few times a week or like in the mornings or something like that. That's kind of my goals with relearning, but we'll see. Starting to get there a little bit. So I'm done practicing for the day. This was obviously my first day back, like I mentioned, in probably about 10, maybe 9 years. I'm starting to kind of get the hang of it a little bit better. Like with my balance, it's starting to get better, but I definitely have to work on things like turning and stuff like that. But I'll practice that another day because I want to take slow steps to relearning again, because I don't want to injure myself. And also it looks like it's going to start raining soon, so obviously you can't really pennyboard in the rain, you'll just kind of slip everywhere. Yeah, that's all for pennyboarding today. Originally when I woke up today, I woke up pretty early and I was feeling good. I was super motivated to just get a whole bunch of things done, do a bunch of organizing. Those plans were very quickly changed because I did end up getting a migraine, and so I had to take care of that. Usually when I get a migraine, it's kind of my body's way of telling me that I kind of need to take care of it better. I need to maybe drink more water or have a bit of a nap. Maybe I didn't get enough sleep, things like that. So yeah, I did have a bit of a nap. I've gotten migraines ever since I was like 9, but lately they've kind of evolved to be a little bit different, so I can kind of go on with my day a little bit easier after them, whereas before it would literally take up 6, 7, 8 hours of my day, where I would just be in like so much pain and I would have to like sit in a dark room. So I'm very thankful that it's not quite like that anymore, but yeah, it does kind of interrupt my day a little bit sometimes, and I need to just stop what I'm doing and take care of it so that it doesn't get any worse. Literally shortly after I filmed this, I was actually stuck in bed with one of the worst migraines I've had in a very long time. And it even prevented me from finishing editing on time so that I could upload the day that I wanted to on the weekend. So that's why this vlog is actually a little bit late. But now it is a little bit later in the afternoon, and I kind of want to get some stuff done that I had planned earlier, and I think I'm just going to start off with some slower things because I'm still not feeling 100%. So I decided I'm going to start with the funnest one, which is what's behind me right here, and that is organizing my bookshelf. We actually found this in the lobby of our apartment building. People just kind of like leave things there that they no longer want and anybody can take them. Now, my husband is the one who found this when he came home from work one day, and he asked me if I wanted it. It's in pretty decent condition. It is a little bit like wobbly here, but I think maybe once I have books on it, it might stabilize it a bit. So I laid out all of my books on the floor beside me here, or most of them. I think there's a few stragglers still, and like I don't have like my Islamic books here, but I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna organize these into piles. The first pile will kind of be like books that I kind of want to get rid of, that I just, you know, maybe I want to give away or something like that. Most of these books are secondhand, so it's not a huge loss. Yeah, and then I'm gonna start organizing them by genre because I think that's how I'm gonna organize this shelf. Okay, so I do have these all organized now. I'll go through how I organized them. These ones are kind of like literary fiction, contemporary type of novels, and then these are my manga. I only have 2, Junji Ito. Here are the classics that Marvin is very intrigued with. And here is my fantasy. I believe most of these are magical realism. The only one that I've read out of this is Lonely Castle in the Mirror, which is amazing. These 2 in this tiny pile are, I believe they're both like thrillers. I haven't read either of these yet either. So these are YA fantasy here. These are books that I think I want to part with. I don't see myself reading these anytime soon. No, you're not gonna fit there. You're not gonna fit there. You will not fit there. Excuse me. Excuse me. An absolute favorite. This one has to be on here. How I have organized this, I feel like it doesn't make perfect sense, but it makes sense to me in my mind, and I think that's all that really matters. So I literally just put all my classics, all my poetry on the bottom. Now the top shelf is where it kind of starts not making perfect sense. For like half of it, from here to here, I put my fantasy and magical realism, and only the fantasy and magical realism that I either really liked or I really want to read soon. So those are the ones that I have here. And then from here to the end, I have literary fiction and contemporaries that I either really enjoyed or I want to pick up really soon. So I think it's good to have a mixture of books that you really like and books that you want to read soon, because it is kind of like your personal library in a way. That's what I like to think of it as anyways. Most of these on the bottom shelf I haven't read yet, to be honest. I still actually have a lot of books that can't fit on this shelf. I think I'll put a few up here. Maybe I'll put a few down here as well. Okay, so I'm done with the top of this shelf, and I think I'm just gonna leave it with the Stormlight Archive series. This is a fantasy series, and I've only actually read the first book. They're like literally all 1,200 pages. I loved the first book. I started the second book a little bit. I'm about a third of the way done, loving it so far. And I put this as a little personal touch. It's like a crocheted granny square. I finished it up this morning before I got my migraine. And so yeah, I just kind of put it as a personal touch because I would love to have little knickknacks on here, but obviously I really don't have room because it's just packed. So I literally just put a little granny square here. At the bottom here, I literally just put random books, like whatever would fit. My husband just picked up these halal gummies from the Arabic store. I don't think I've ever had halal gummies, so I'm gonna try these out. I guess they're like strawberry. They smell really, really strong, so I hope they taste really good. So I'm just gonna try one. They kind of feel like the gummies that I'm not too fond of, but I'm gonna try this anyways. They almost kind of taste like gummy bears, but different. Like, I don't think I've ever had strawberry gummy bears. So the flavor is different, but the texture I would say is kind of like gummy bears. But overall, I actually really like it. I also picked up these shortbread cookies. I really like these. They have like pistachio in them. These are really good. Also got these cookies with dates. Mamoul cookies. They're like an Arabic cookie. I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with them, but they're basically like date stuffed cookies. And then these ones have like sesame seeds, like licorice on them, and like just different like seeds and things like that on them. And then also to complete the haul, we have some different seeds. There's these pumpkin seeds. They're really, really salty. I had these last time and I actually ate so many of them that I kind of like, I guess, burnt my tongue. And then also these seeds. I don't know what these are called, but yeah. Anyways, in a bit, I'm actually gonna go and do some more penny boarding. I haven't been out in quite a while since the first time that you saw, so I'm gonna go out again and hopefully I can I just got home from my little adventure outside and I had so much fun. This time I was actually able to pick it up so much quicker than the last time. Like, it was almost as if like I pretty much just stepped on the board and like muscle memory kicked in, and I was just like able to just cruise. I didn't have any like falls or almost falls this time even. So yeah, I didn't get to go very far because there's not many places to go around here and a lot of the roads aren't very good, so I had to keep literally stopping because there was just like pebbles all over the street and it just kept messing with my board and I just didn't want to fall. So hopefully I will get to go out with it a lot more. Thank you for watching and please make sure to like and subscribe.